Hey, this is a postscript to my CIA BS series, and I'd like to tell you something. In my lifetime, I have actually met two individuals who were employed by the CIA. Now, basically speaking, they didn't reveal anything to me at all, except for things that have already been made known to the public. The one individual that I met informed me that he was parachuted into the mountains in Cuba. And their mission was to make contact with Castro. And I questioned him and I said, that doesn't make any sense to me. I thought that Batista was in favor of U.S. and U.S. was in favor of Batista. Why would the CIA want to make contact with Castro? And he said, just in case. In other words, what he meant was, in the hoax-lie system, the United States wanted to be prepared to negotiate or talk to Castro. And he told me that it was okay to talk about this because the documents have been declassified. Now, if you find one of my other videos, I will show you that the first images we saw of Castro were actually of Ernest Hemingway. That Ernest Hemingway played the first Castro. Now, numerous people have played this role in hoax history, but Hemingway was the first one. And peculiarly, when he left Cuba, he left his apartment completely intact with all his belongings. Well, that's because he never really left. And then later, his death was hoaxed so that he could continue to play Castro. Castro is just a figment of people's imaginations in terms of that particular character. Now, I'm not saying that the government has not been oppressive. It has. But even the ones that were parachuted into the mountains of Cuba were basically still just playing a game. There was no need to contact Castro because Castro was played by Ernest Hemingway. I also met another man who was in the CIA who was off in a foreign country making reports. And he really didn't say a whole lot about what he did. He's not allowed to. And if he did, he'd probably lose his pension, maybe his life, who knows. But the only thing he had mentioned was that he was knowledgeable of when that big Russian submarine was found under the ocean, and that big supposedly explorer ship went out, and it really was to try to retrieve the contents of the Russian submarine, and that was under another hoax system, because the hoax was that we're worried about nuclear missiles from a Russian submarine. Now, a lot of these CIA agents, they're sworn to secrecy, but they're part of the hoax system too, because they enhance the hoaxes by what they do. Basically speaking, the directed efforts of the CIA have been towards the U.S. population, the American citizens, the American sovereigns, if you like. I know there's a difference between citizen and sovereign. But anybody living in the United States has been under the power of propaganda from the day of his or her birth. And because the propaganda has been so intensive, it is so hard to bring anyone out of a hoax, lie, propaganda system. The primary function of CIA is to just present nonsense to you, the public, and then persuade you to believe the nonsense, even as this one here, Mendez, is now trying to persuade in this particular aspect of this video about a false inner ear. And basically speaking, that's metaphorical, so that you understand and realize that everything you've heard pretty much in mass media and even in educational system K through 12 have been lies. And the lies are so numerous and so big that anybody with truth is deemed crazy. So I hope you will pursue truth, and I've tried to share with you my brief encounters with two individuals that they openly acknowledged they worked for CIA, and both of these individuals had been retired, and neither individual revealed anything to me of highly classified information, but they are out there, and yes, they do employ individuals, and yes, somehow, some way, they use them to present more hoax lies to you, the public. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. This is a postscript to my CIA BS series. Thank you for watching.